Do you think the Toronto real estate market is really bad right now? That's the headline that we're all seeing. But the true facts is a little bit more nuanced than that. Because every market has opportunity. You just need to understand where to look and what to look for. I'm going to break this down really simply depending on where you're at. If you're a first-time home buyer, you're an upsizer, downsizer, you bought and sold before, every scenario is different. If you're a first-time home buyer, this is probably the most approachable market that we've seen in quite a few years. Prices overall are down from the peak. GTA averages are around in the high 900s to low 1 millions. And entry-level segments like condos and townhomes have some of the biggest price adjustments. So what does this mean in plain terms? It means that your buying power goes a lot further than it did a few years ago. And on top of that, there's more choice right now. You're not competing like buyers were a few years ago when there'd be 10 multiple offers on a property, although some parts of the city are still performing like that. So for first-time home buyers, the opportunity isn't just price. It's negotiating power, it's being able to place conditions, things that we didn't see a few years ago. Now, if you're looking to move up, this is where it really gets interesting. Larger homes have seen bigger dollar adjustments than smaller homes. And what that ends up doing is it shrinks the gap between what you're selling and what you're buying. So even if the current home that you're selling is worth a little bit less than you had hoped for, the home that you're moving into has come down even more. And this is where move-up buyers can really win. It's not always about timing the absolute bottom of the market or peak of the market. It's about understanding the absolute spread between the sale of your current home and the purchase of your next home. And right now, the math can often work in your favor. And for people that have bought and sold before, especially if you sold in a hot market, these people are used to saying, yeah, but I sold high before, now prices are lower. But you also bought high before. So the real question really is, it's not what the selling price is now of your current home, but how much equity are you taking from this home to the next home? And when you look at it this way, the difference between markets isn't always as dramatic as the headlines make it feel. So the big takeaway here is pretty simple. It's not that it's a bad market, it's a different market. Buyers have more choice, more leverage, and more ability to be strategic right now. And those are real advantages if you know how to use them. At the end of the day, it really comes down to your situation, your timeline, your goals, and what segment you're in. If you want, I can break this down specifically for you, whether you're a first-time home buyer, an upsizer, or a downsizer. Drop a comment below, or let's have a conversation. I'm always happy to help.